Motorweek, television's automotive magazine. Your host for Motorweek, John Davis.
Well, hello and welcome again to Motorweek. We're glad to have you with us. Unlike automobiles, motorcycles are by their very nature narrowly focused machines. During the late 80s, however, the focus on Japanese motorcycle design became so narrow that only fans of the most sporting hardware could find what they wanted on showroom floors. But around 1991, declining sales forced manufacturers like Kawasaki to rethink their approach. Versatility and comfort are again a part of the designer's vocabulary. For a company like Kawasaki, which built its reputation on ultra-high performance, this means a different approach. But not that different. If there is a single motorcycle that defines narrow-focused design, it would be Kawasaki's own ZX11. Built to worship at the altar of speed, this very trick, very expensive machine is quite simply the fastest production motorcycle available today. But a lot of riders neither need nor want such a single-purpose machine. They do, however, still want a bit of performance to keep long rides interesting. Enter the GPZ1100, Kawasaki's latest entry into the sport touring class. If the GPZ's styling looks familiar, it should. Many of its lines are borrowed from the 1984 ZX900, the original Ninja. This retro look should especially appeal to experienced riders, those who grew up with the first modern sport bikes. But with a long 59.6-inch wheelbase, the GPZ 1100 is designed for more than just speed. It's still a Kawasaki, however, and therefore packs plenty of engine. Its liquid-cooled 1052cc four-cylinder is derived from that of the mighty ZX11. But features like milder heads and cams, a quartet of smaller 36mm carburetors, and a new 4-into-2 exhaust system move power from the top end to the mid-range where more riders can use it. That's not to say that the GPZ is slow. With the engine feeding over 100 horsepower to the rear wheel, the GPZ is anything but slow. In fact, the GPZ is capable of dispatching a quarter mile in 11.5 seconds. Power comes on strong from 4,000 RPM on and feeds through one of Kawasaki's best ever 6-speed gearboxes. But curves are more important than straight-line speed to many riders, and the big GPZ is well equipped to handle them. A stout double cradle steel frame carries a set of 41mm non-adjustable forks up front and a single rear shock that is adjustable for spring preload and rebound damping, while the 17-inch wheels wear Bridgestone's excellent Battle Axe radials and mount a pair of large 300mm disc brakes on the front and a single 250mm disc on the rear. The result is a caddy that feels like a compact, whether cruising at parking lot speeds or carving up your favorite back road. Excellent balance and plentiful grip make the 534-pound GPZ much more nimble than a big steel frame machine has a right to be. Its long wheelbase still demands a healthy tug on the bars and tight corners, but the big disc brakes bite hard and deliver plenty of feedback when braking for those corners. The big Cowie is happiest, however, in long flowing bends, where its stable chassis and wonderfully flexible engine eat up the miles. And out on the highway, where a twist of the wrist unleashes the engine's hefty mid-range for effortless passing. The smooth ride, 5.8-gallon fuel tank, semi-sporting riding position, and the fairing's ample weather protection are well suited for long-haul travel. Adding a passenger for even short trips, however, overtaxes the soft front end, while the seat, which is too narrow and thinly padded, taxes your rear end. But we are pleased with the big, clear mirrors and the large comprehensive gauge cluster, which includes a clock and fuel gauge. Other nice features for when you're not moving include a handy grab handle for lifting the bike onto its center stand, a toolkit that you can actually get to without tools, and a surprisingly large underseat storage compartment. With motorcycle prices constantly climbing, the GPZ's price of $7,999 is a very pleasant surprise as well. This fusion of price, style, comfort, and a healthy dose of performance should make the Kawasaki GPZ 1100 a strong seller and prove that success can come with a different approach as long as it's not too different. Driving after dark is always more challenging and potentially more dangerous than driving in daylight.